I'm Aiden with Last Mile NYC, which is one of the largest authorized Segway dealers and service centers in the country. So this just landed at the shop, and we've had about a month with it before filming this. This is Segway's first serious electric dirt bike called the Xaber 300, pronounced Saber. And Segway actually partnered with us to help launch this in the US. We're one of the first dealers in the country to have it on the floor and available for shipping. And I want to be clear, this is not an e-bike. This is not a toy, this is not a BMX bike. This is a different category entirely. So who's it actually for? That's really what we want to talk about in this video. Not just the numbers, but who's gonna buy this and actually get something out of it. We find our customers are always chasing the next level. At some point, you want a vehicle with more range that rides through more terrain with more power options. I think someone who's been riding e-bikes for a while and wants to step into something that can really go places, this is the move. And on the other end, if you're a traditional gas dirt bike rider who's been curious about electric, this is genuinely worth the look. The power is there, the tech is way ahead of anything gas, and you're not giving anything up in terms of feel. There's also just a solid case for someone who's newer to power sports. The ride modes are set up so you can actually grow into the bike. You don't have to buy a beginner bike first. One thing before we get into it, the Xaber 300 is an off-road and private property vehicle. Electric vehicle laws vary a lot by state, county, and city, so always check your local regulations before you ride. We're going to walk through the full spec breakdown, then I'm going to take you through the power modes, show you the app, and talk about what buying from a dealer actually means. Let's get into it. Let's walk through what you're actually getting for $5,300. I'll go component by component. Starting with the motor. This is a custom mid-drive 21 kilowatts peak power running through Segway's Titan controller. What that means in English is instant torque with zero lag. The power to rate ratio on this bike is 0.25 kilowatts per kilogram, which is one of the best in its class right now. While we're talking about the motor, the bike comes with a 2-year warranty on the motor, battery, and frame. That's Segway's warranty, and you get the same coverage buying through us as you would anywhere else. We also handle warranty work in-house. You're not shipping the bike across the country if something happens. Battery, 72 volt, 44 amp hours. That's just over 3 kilowatt hours. Samsung 50S cells, which are among the best in the industry. It's IP67 rated and UL 2271 certified, which matters if you care about safety and longevity. In the lowest power mode, 150, you're looking at up to 62 miles of range. Now, real-world range is going to vary based on how hard you're riding and what terrain you're on, but the capacity is there. Suspension. This is the thing that makes you do a double take when you see it in person. Marzocchi inverted fork. Fully adjustable compression, rebound, and preload. Marzocchi builds suspension for actual off-road racing, and Segway put it on this bike. Brakes. 4-piston hydraulic, 220 millimeter rotors in the front and the rear. This bike stops hard, and worth noting, there's a 1-button reverse function, which is more useful than it sounds when you're navigating tight terrains or tight spaces. Frame is forged aluminum, Dakar Rally inspired geometry, which you can kind of see in the proportions. At 187 pounds, this is a substantial machine. It's not a lightweight. Rider height range is about 5'5" to 6'1", and the max rider weight is 330 pounds. The tires are a 70 by 100 by 19 in the front and a 17-inch in the rear. Display is a TFT smart cockpit. It's got GPS, 4G connectivity, and it supports over-the-air firmware updates. We'll get into the app and software in a minute, but the short version is that this bike can improve after you buy it, which isn't something that most bikes can say. There are 2 colorways available, Shred Velvet, which is this dark red, and Black Diamond, which is the black and silver. Wear and tear parts like brake pads, tires, and chains, we carry and ship those through our online store at lastmilepev.com. We can ship anywhere in the US, so if you're not local to New York or California and you buy this bike, you're not on your own when you need maintenance. In a couple minutes, I'm going to walk you through the power modes, and you're going to want to see that. The progression from beginner to beast mode is absurd. Don't skip it. All right, so I'm gonna walk you through the power modes because this is honestly where the Saber gets interesting. So there are 5 modes in total. You start in 150. This is your beginner mode. In the real world, you're looking at around 43 miles an hour. And I want to be clear, 43 is not slow. So if you're coming in from a regular e-bike or most entry-level vehicles, 150 mode alone is already more than you're used to. 200 mode. You're up around 50 miles per hour. The power delivery starts to feel noticeably different. The throttle response opens up, and as someone who didn't grow up riding dirt bikes, being able to move up the power as you get used to it is super helpful. It's not full throttle or nothing. 300 mode. This is around 56 miles per hour, and this is where it starts to feel like a different bike. Like the same throttle input gives you a lot more. You start to feel the torque in a way you didn't in the weaker modes. And then, beast mode, max power. We're talking around 60 miles per hour, 0 to 50 in 5.5 seconds. For context, most e-bikes go around 20 miles per hour. 60 miles per hour from standing start in 5.5 seconds is nowhere near the same experience. Finally, there's Pro mode, which you set up through the app. You're building a custom power curve. You define exactly how the bike delivers power. That's for riders who know what they want and want it tuned how they ride. One other thing worth talking about, the virtual electronic clutch. So if you're coming from a gas dirt bike, you're used to a physical clutch and a gear shift. This bike doesn't have that, but it has a simulated clutch feel built in electronically. The idea is to give you that familiar sensation of clutch engagement when you're accelerating. So the transition from gas to electric doesn't feel like you're missing something. For a gas rider, that's a real consideration. Next, I'm gonna walk you through the app. And there are some features in there that are genuinely unlike anything else in this category. Make sure to stick around. So let's talk about the software, because this is where Segway's background as a tech company really shows up. The app is called Segway Mobility. At the base level, you've got GPS tracking for the bike, real-time battery level, ride data, and Apple Health and Google Health integration, if you care about that kind of thing. But the standout feature, and I want to spend a second on this because it's genuinely novel, is the Wheelie Coach. In the app, you can set your maximum wheelie angle. The bike has gyroscopic technology, the same tech that Segway has been putting in their self-balancing scooters for 20 years, and applies it here as a skill progression tool. You set the angle limit and the bike won't let you go beyond it. You move the limit as you get more comfortable. No other bike in this price range does this. It's not a gimmick, it's actually a smart way to learn progressively without sending yourself over the bars. Traction control is in here too, and it's terrain selectable, so you can tell the bike what kind of surface you're on, dirt, gravel, sand, and it adjusts how it manages the wheel spin. That's the kind of thing that used to live in much more expensive bikes. There's geofencing, speed limits, and parental controls built in. So if you're buying this for a younger rider, you can set boundaries and limits from your phone. Hill hold control and regenerative braking are also in here as optional features you can toggle. And then the over-the-air updates. This is something I think gets undersold. Most bikes are done evolving the day you buy them. This one isn't. There's a feature called Rider Control Mode coming in a future update. It's not live yet, but it'll push over the air automatically through Wi-Fi. When there's an update and you bring it in, we'll walk you through what's changed, or it just handles itself at home. If you're watching this and you want to see the Xaber in person, we have it on the floor right now at our showroom in Chelsea, New York, and San Francisco and San Rafael, California. You can also order online at lastmilepev.com. Links are in the description. Keep watching. I'm going to talk about what buying from a dealer actually gets you, because it's different from what most people assume. So we want to talk about something that comes up a lot with bikes at this price point, which is, why does it matter where you buy it from? Honestly, I think about this differently now that I work here. Before I was at Last Mile, I was just a guy watching videos like this one online or trying to read through forums to see what people think about it. And it was fine until something went wrong. Then I was shipping stuff back and forth, waiting weeks, and not really knowing what was happening with my vehicle. I didn't have anyone I could talk to. And that's the thing, the price point is the same. You're not paying a dealer markup for the bike. The Xaber 300 is $5,299 whether you buy it through us or anywhere else. The warranty is the same too. 2 years on the battery, motor, and frame, 1 year on the complete bike. That's Segway's warranty, and it follows the bike regardless of where it was purchased. What you're actually getting extra is a place to take it. Like when I have a question about my bike now, I walk over to the tech bench and I ask. That relationship is different from some chatbot. And we handle warranty work in-house. We're an authorized Segway service center. So if something happens within the warranty period, you're not boxing up your bike and shipping it halfway across the country. You bring it in, we diagnose it, we fix it. That's true for New York and for California. The other thing that I didn't fully appreciate until I was on this side of it is you can actually sit on the bike before you buy it. Like for a $5,000 vehicle, being able to ask someone who's spent a month with it, does this fit my riding style? That's worth something. We also have Fox racing gear on site, helmets, goggles, gloves. If you buy the bike, we can get you set up to ride the same day. You don't have to piece it together from 3 different online orders. And parts. This is something that people don't think about until they need them. Wear items like tires, brake pads, and chains, we stock and ship those through our website, anywhere in the US. So if you're in Florida, Colorado, or wherever, you're not hunting around for parts when it's time for maintenance. The short version is, we're still here 6 months after you buy it. That's the difference between a reseller and a dealer. And honestly, if you're on the fence, come in. Doesn't have to be a buying trip, just look at it, ask questions. We'd rather have you make the right call than the fast one. What also impressed me was the combination of hardware and software. The Marzocchi suspension, the 4-piston brakes, the Samsung battery, those are serious components. And then you layer on the app, the over-the-air updates, the Wheelie Coach. It's not a bike that's trying to be impressive off a spec sheet. It actually delivers. And the mode range is real. From 150 to Beast, you're getting 4 genuinely different riding experiences. If you're buying this as your first serious electric vehicle, or you want something you're not going to outgrow in a year, this is it. Who should buy it? E-bike riders ready to step up, gas dirt bike riders who are electronic curious, and newcomers to powersports who want a bike that there's room to grow. The price is $5,299. Available now in-store at our NYC showroom at 651 West 27th Street, our San Francisco and San Rafael locations, and online at lastmilepev.com. Links in the description. Quick disclaimer before we close. The Xaber 300 is designed for off-road and private property use. Electric vehicle laws vary by state, county, and city. Always check your local regulations before you ride. If this was helpful, subscribe. We're putting out a lot of content on bikes like this, and it's always going to be from the dealer perspective. People who see it, service it, and actually ride it. Follow us on Instagram at Last Mile PEV for more. And if you want to see more on the Xaber, accessories, components, long-term follow-up, that's coming. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it.